Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday morning. Hope everyone tomorrow. And yeah, I think we have some more opportunities to trick the goyim with hyperliquid joining the United States, runaway inflation, massive deflation or depreciation of like fixed assets that are tied to over leveraged mortgage-backed securities in areas of the United States where interest rates have not fallen. Well, they haven't fallen anywhere, but where the appreciation in real estate's just not going anywhere. And we're about to get a rate hike, and you're going to be underwater. And I think that's amazing because it fuels the next cycle. That's where us chosen, we strike gold. We strike gold with the refinancing coming and more loans that we can then leverage once we package them in collateral debt obligations and sell them as mortgage-backed security tranches on the street. And we just rinse and repeat because that's the way the world goes round. Money makes the world go round, and 90% of business loans in North America are off real estate assets. I don't know what we're going to do when universal minimum wage comes about because the AI takes everyone's jobs, and like, how do you afford a mortgage? What is it? How does it affect pricing of housing without the demand? Very confusing. I have no fucking idea about that bailout. But we're not there yet. There's still a hot potato going. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot, give it to you. Give it to her. You know, who's holding the bag in the end? That's really who faces, the precipice. Stock market today, we're looking at the long end of the yield curve. 20-year treasuries, seeing if we might have some rebound here or reversion to the mean. We take some leveraged asset like TMF, which has been pretty much pummeled. Yeah, this is a nice place to buy a little bit. It's not that as exciting as other things, but buying the U.S. government stepping in Japan is clearly an indicator that prices are going to start going up on bonds on the long end of the yield curve, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. Of course, NVIDIA finally falls right when I cover my short. Of course. Can I short some more here? I kind of want to. Let me see. Let me short like a little bit. We're going to short some NVIDIA. Yeah, you can't hear it because I have my algorithm on that has a voice, and I've turned off my volume. It's very annoying. It's yapping like Lindsay Clancy's kids. Just Can you blame the bitch? No. Have you ever been on an airplane? The empathy between men and women in this regard, because men don't experience postpartum depression, specifically. They experience depression, but this is a unique subset. Is the train. Postpartum depression is its namesake is designed to protect women from the idea that they cannot stand their obnoxious kids. Like that's what it's designed to be, like separation of the mother and the child, and the sadness that can lead to a suicidal / masochistic rage. It's really just the same thing as a man experiencing a child, a baby, an infant on an airplane just yapping away. It's the same thing. It's like, shut the fuck up. And then a woman's like self-worth, this little fucking alien's destroyed my body, my hip to weight ratio is completely fucked. Everything down there is just discombobulated. It's useless. It's like a public school hallway now. For what? For some asshole that pays the mortgage, that pays my credit card bill. That's what I did this for? For what? So I can hang out with other fat bitches at the park pushing a stroller for the rest of my life? I was a fucking MFA candidate. But that's what happens. So the namesake of postpartum is really designed to be like this cherishing of like the unity of the mother and their child inside of them, and somehow the separation makes them go crazy in sadness, but really it's rage and anger, and they want to kill their kids. And it's like an exemplar of female narcissism, which is a thing that no one like talks about. Like the female narcissism is the reason why you hear about misogyny all the time. You don't hear about misandry. You don't even know what that word means. It means the hatred of men. Stacked such the other way. I had a massive flare, autoimmune flare the other day. Still going through it. I feel a little off, but I felt like I had to do a show. So I've been working my ass off. I don't know whether it's the work and the sleep deprivation that did it. I have no idea. But I've been feeling like just, got hit a wall. And could be the Xifaxan, which is that hepatic encephalopathy drug / IBS drug. I've had some theories that serotonin syndrome around COVID, that part of everything that's going on is like a liver, like toxin buildup thing where my body's not filtering things correctly. And when I was on Xifaxan in the second week, I started to feel really good. My brain cleared up, like, all this like inflammation, dizziness went away. I was like feeling better than my baseline, but by 10 or 20%, like a significant amount. Like I started to feel like, oh man, I'm starting to get some more breakthroughs of this like tightness, this hypertension disappearing. And I'm like, is this an ammonia issue? Is this some sort of like liver, like filtering issue? What is going on here? And I took the 2-week cycle as if it was IBS, like SIBO, small intestinal bowel overgrowth of like bacteria, which could be from serotonin, your neurotransmitters changing the gut microbiome, gut-brain axis type thing. Could be, I don't know. But as soon, like within a week of stopping, week and a half, I got a flare. I think that's interesting. I don't know what to make of it. So many variables. And then my drugs from India, of course, get seized by customs. And I spent like $300. Every time I do it, the guy's like, it's too expensive for them to like send it back and then send it back. So I have to I basically lose my money every time this happens. But, this drug is $3,000, $4,000 a month, something like that without it. So that's with insurance, by the way. Certain drugs are really expensive. Let's see here. I wonder if he's responded to me. God, it's so annoying. Yeah, I might contact customer service. Oh boy, it's so exhausting. Baby blue shirt. It's good. I don't know if it's like my heft or if it's the cut of Lacoste shirts that French people don't have long torsos. There's no one over the height of 6'4" in France. That when I'm standing up straight, it's just like I'm worried my belly's gonna like pop out. And the protuberance is not extreme. It's just like the cut. It's kind of like when I bought a Vince extra large leather jacket in Malibu, and it was really cool looking on me. But every time I wore it, like I had to be in great shape because it was just like it cut like right at my hip bone. It's just like, dude, this is so like I feel like I'm wearing a midriff. This is just such a weird, God, I'm so sick. I'm so sick. Oh, no one has any idea. Oh, there's also this deal in Taiwan I was helping my friend with that kind of has this like resolution that's kind of And I was like stressed out about it because I like felt like I wasn't in control. I was like losing sleep. That didn't help. And then I found out some girl was taking my Adderall from my place. It's a friend of mine. And they were like, when are you going to get a new prescription for Adderall? And I was like, I don't really take my Adderall. And how do you know I'm out of Adderall? And so I'm like, oh my God, dude. It's not even like, I don't really care. It's like more like, hey, don't take a controlled substance from my house without talking to me about it. Because if you die, I get in trouble. it's not like murder, it's like manslaughter. So they got that kid that was the doctor candidate, like Harvard or something, maybe MIT med school, if they have one, in Massachusetts. I'm not sure if it was Harvard, but it was a nicer school than Boston College. And his girlfriend took a pill that he got off the dark web that he didn't know she was taking. He thought it was Adderall. It was fentanyl, looking like an Adderall, pressed like an Adderall pill, and she died. And he was in jail and then killed himself because of like, what else are you supposed to do? I don't blame him, but also like, fuck, that's a horrible situation. She took it without his permission. Dude, it's fucking crazy. The fact that a prosecutor would even go after the guy for that, I think that's fucked up. He was going to die. You know what's funny thing? He was going to die, and he took it, and she was going to go find someone else. So that's and she probably wouldn't have been prosecuted. Dude, well, she wouldn't have because she didn't purchase it. The whole thing stems from like the pharmaceutical industry, the violation of like economies of scale, the protection of consumers from taking illicit substances that are not controlled, going out of your way to like circumvent the situation for like the sake of doing better on your, I don't know, whatever, boards for med school, whatever it is. I think that's just like, it's punitive to an elite class. That should not have been prosecuted. It never should have been. That is a horrible thing. Like, what? This is, the whole thing is just so fucked. I would have found the prosecutor and blown their fucking brains out. Like, that's just so fucked up. It's like, so 2 people have died now. From a complete accident. And when I was in Massachusetts, so like this escort person was telling me that the Craigslist killer she like slept with or something. And I'm like, didn't he only sleep with transsexuals? Can I check the undercarriage, please? But like, she was like talking this story about how she got away, or she was like not chosen. I almost feel like she wanted a affirmation for being with him and not dying. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Why didn't he kill me? Why didn't he want to kill me? I have to tell people this story. Like, it's like the girl in the Widow's Bay who's like the guy that was going around killing all those girls, and she got like a phone call and he entered her house and they didn't believe her, but it's true, it did happen. This like mass murderer, but like they thought she was just crying for help. It's like that. And in a sense, women are constantly affected. The only way they get attention, some women that are fuck ups that BPD girls or what have you, they don't know any other way to get attention and like unconditional love than to make it look like they're in danger. And then you come to them and you're like open arms and you're not judgmental. And almost like they purposely fuck up their own lives so that they can get a man to judge them or not judge them and just listen and get all and absorb all this attention without any fear of reciprocity, of critique. Because they've been affected, you know? Nothing's their fault, by the way. They keep putting themselves in these situations. Like, are you purposely a fuck up so that you get attention from men and you don't know another way? That's like a psychosis. Like, there's something wrong. That's so fucked up. It's gonna like get out of that cycle. And they don't know. They think if you were to say that to them, that's fucked up. Or they'll, if it's happened a few times, they have to concede that point. Like, yeah, you're right. I got to get better. And then if you push it too hard, they go back to the, hey, I've been through a lot. And then you're the bad guy. And once again, they flip it on you. You need to be, because if you're not, someone else will. The only thing they have on you is like the sex. Dude, it's so stupid. They're like a completely different species. They really are. When you realize at some point in time how much time is wasted in your life on fucking girls, like that you're going to die one day and all you do, say you're rich, okay, you have plenty of money, but you have nothing you've really done. Like you're a lawyer, you work in finance, whatever it is, but you spend so much time just fucking girls, doing a little blow. You're not building anything. You're not learning. It's all of this like never-ending content. Most of your Friday nights are dates with random girls to fuck them. And lenders keeps like texting me, and I'm like, dude, the rates are going to go up. It's chill. Like, what do you do? But like, no, you just constantly, this quest, this never ending quest to like get pussy, get pussy, get pussy. And when I was a kid, I thought that was everything. So I was raised by a single mom, like getting the affirmation, like the want and the attention of women. As a tall guy, it's easy, but like, I thought that was everything. Like this, like we're like romantic comedy. Dude, so stupid. It's not my fault. Dr. Rosenbaum and I have found out it's not my fault. It's my mother's fault. It's my mother's fault. It's her fault. Because she is insane and taught me to hate her family, her brothers who are all rich, her mom's side of the super rich family. Keep me away from them. She wanted me to be like them. She wanted me to be a bitch. She wanted me to grow up as a bitch, a woman. And she told me my dad's awful, even though he's a self-made multimillionaire, investment banker. Oh, but he's a bad guy because he probably cheated on my mom or something. Like, whatever. Oh, he's so awful. He fucks models and he made millions of dollars. Oh, dude, what the fuck? And you know, you're a kid. You're like loyal to your mom, dude. Don't even get me started. And then you think about like, you grow up. You're like this like James Bond character of like fucking girls, flying girls in and out and all this shit. And then you wake up like, oh my God, I don't have my own company. Oh my God, I'm not like really focused on shit. Dude. The whole thing with men and women is so difficult. You get money, then the women like you, and then you don't give them attention, and then they drift. That's what happened to Tom Brady. How does that fucking happen with the jiu-jitsu instructor? Does it make any sense? Rich, tall, good-looking, good father. But the jiu-jitsu guy is the one stretching her out. He's the one with the time. Let me show you a triangle pose or whatever. You know, hidden monkey pussy smash. You know, like he's busy throwing fucking spirals and improving his technique, selling TB12 supplements, and I don't know, losing $30 million in FTX. Oh, dude, I have to, Tom Brady, I have to fucking do TV now to make back the money. Oh, fine. It's like Sam Bankman-Fried. It's like Tom Brady's like, oh man, dude. Do you know what I like to do? I like to be a patron to a woman. Like she's talented and she has her own life, and we enjoy spending time with her. But she has her own life. We live apart. You know, we spend time. We have a dinner. We travel. You know, there's some of this, but it's not like this nagging. Like she's like infested in my life. It's more of like I want to go to Egypt and pretend I'm Indiana Jones. And just say, this belongs in a museum. And then she pretends to be the Austrian girl, or maybe she is Austrian. And the sex is great, and we enjoy the trip. We take the camels to that place that's carved into the mountain where they did the temple, where the ark is supposed to be kept with the guardians of the ark. And it's awesome. And she's okay with my racism. And I call her one of our tour guides short round. She's perfectly fine with this, and it makes her laugh. But not the, hey, when are you coming home? Or what do you want for dinner? I'm like, I don't know. It's 9 a.m. I don't know what I want for dinner. What do I want for dinner? I don't know what I want for lunch. I don't know what snack I want from the cafeteria, from the little like breakfast nook of the office. I don't know. What do I want for dinner? Dude, please, fucking... They try to like create drama. Like, you don't know what you want. What am I supposed to do at the like grocery store? What am I supposed to do tonight for reservation? Whatever it is. I'm like, I don't know. You literally have nothing else you're doing, and you're telling me to make a decision about something. I want meatloaf. She's like, really? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. What do you want? It doesn't matter because a meatloaf is fine. We had that the last 6 nights. I'm like, I forgot. You forgot, honey, that we had meatloaf 6 nights in a row? I'll let you have an affair and you let me have my meatloaf. I don't give a fuck. I don't want that. I don't want that. Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell, together forever, separate residences, separate rooms. You have like the room you fuck in, sleep together sometimes, but then you have your own separate spaces. A man has to be tinkering. You need to be like, this is like, is this, what if I, you know, women are the most fucked up thing is like the non-technical a woman, which is, you know, non sequitur, but like a woman who you tell someone to about your problems, they're like, why did you do that? They like, it's the most obnoxious thing in the world when you want to open up to a woman about like some project you're working on and you feel like, oh, I'm stuck. They're like, that's stupid. Like, why did you do it that way? I'm like, you don't even know about electrical engineering? Do you know anything about it? You're just, they're awful. You can't tell a woman like when you're like stressed about something or when like you feel bad about, dude. I had a massage the other day and I was like washing my hands in the bathroom. There were so many towels are so small, little paper towels. I didn't want to use them all, so my hands were still wet. And then the masseuse was right outside and put out her hand to shake. And I shook her with a wet hand as if I had like piss on it. Right before the massage, I told him in the mid-massage that incident outside the handshake is going to make, I'm going to think about that 10 years from now. I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and go, like this is so embarrassing. And she thought that was really funny and she understood. Oh, man. Someone said on Twitter that the Lindsay Clancy girl is ugly, and that's why women are like flocking to her, that if she was Margot Robbie, they'd be a bit more indifferent. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like black people or any like progressive cause. The more fucked up the situation is, like retarded, obese black person like abuses midget on, no, not that, it has to be is assaulted by park officials for catapulting a toddler when she sat on the opposite side of the seesaw, and they're like, that's not, she didn't mean to do that, this is racism. The more like offensive and transgressional, biblical, isn't it? It's like forbidden fruit. The more transgressional the situation is with the characters involved, the more they're like, they want to like pack in. It's crazy. I don't think that woman should be in prison. I think she should be in like a mental health facility for a long time. That's what I'm talking. That's what I mean. She shouldn't like, you don't just get off scot-free. She's psychotic. Also, like, strangling all of them 1, 2, 3 is like crazy. It's like a conveyor belt, like you're Elon Musk, and this is the production line of dead babies. You know, I'm like, I know more about production and building killing babies than anyone. It's just like, dude, Mangla. You see that? What's the movie Extract with Bateman, right? And the girl, the married Kushner, that's like a Russian Jewish attractive girl, but it's also not as attractive as she used to be. Blah, blah, whatever. Mila Kunis, nor should she be. She's like 70 now. Not that old, but you know, the outfits you wear and the like kind of like the factory setting, and there's this like babies, and this woman's just like, you know, it's a hairnet. She's just like. It does a thing. My phone connects and it fucks up the volume. Hopefully it doesn't do it again. It's because I shook this because I was doing the baby killing. You know, so you, in case you didn't know what I was talking about, I had to show you. Purr, good. Purr looks good. NTLA. You know, when I see MSTR, I think in my head Mr. for some weird reason. Which is a homosexual at-home like blood test kit company, so you can get like antivirals. I did it so that I could get antivirals for my autoimmune disorder, and I kept pricking my finger at the at-home kit and send it to them so they can give me like the HIV drugs, which might help in my condition. And they kept saying I did it wrong. I didn't do enough blood. And I was like, fuck. I did it like twice. You know, pricking your finger is like disgusting. When I was a kid, you have no veins. The fat-fingered kids, my namesake, they prick it and then they put it on the whatever. They squeeze into like a vial when you're a kid. Here, this is on a piece of paper. You send it like, oh, sorry, not enough blood. Like multiple times, at least twice. And then I learned about Indian pharmacies. Dude, let me just check on my medication. Really would be nice if they let me just have it. Like, so I'm scared because it's like, hey, are you shipping in medication? I'm like, I'm sick. I'm just trying to feel better. And they're like, did the doctor prescribe? Fuck you. You know how sick I am? You have no idea how sick I am. Like, it's, dude. Like, you got to die, sir, of your cancer. Like, you got to go through the proper channels to get your medication. Just never ends. Did anyone text me about this? No. So yeah, there's all that. Happy birthday to Nick Fuentes. I didn't realize how fat Richard Spencer's gotten. Is that the like not being Christian? Like there's just this, it doesn't matter, you're a god. Maybe like in his nihilist culture, the fatter you are, like some African cultures, the more powerful you are. I don't know. He's got like tits now. And he's wearing like golf one zips, you know, and it's like tight and his tits are resting on his protuberance. And his face looks handsome and fine for TV, but then it like scales down and he's just like, I'm like, bro, where's the self-control? Gluttony. I know you don't subscribe to that, but it's not. You can have cheeseburgers every day, but you can't have 3 or 4 of them. Like, whatever you're doing, it's not like you're maintaining this heft. You're getting bigger. You're getting bigger. I curse you fatter. Or no, I curse you thinner, right? The fat guy gets thinner. That's what it was. Fatter would be like the Weird Al Yankovic version. Or basically like Miracle on 34th Street. Which is a cute movie. Tim Allen was a drug trafficker. That's crazy. Nowadays, you can't do anything. You can't push kilos nowadays. You just go to jail forever. What can you do that's extreme now that would have been like that then? That's like self-indulgent for the sake of money. You can like cut off your penis, but that's not, it's not like rewarding, like in terms of normal material gain. It's like a psychological delusion thing, or whatever, you know. But like in terms of like, what is a thing that's similar to that now? Like crypto scams, I guess. That's one. The president selling access to his tweets, maybe, but that's not ubiquitous. I mean, like for everybody. Life insurance, forcing people to have car insurance. I just think it should be a risk everyone takes. You know. Collision cover, fuck, that's all a scam, dude. They take your money and they invest it. The money is not the premiums. It's like the total premium versus payouts, and then there's the add-on of the investment of those claims or the premiums themselves. Like that's really where it gets interesting because the business is fairly simple. More denials than premiums. That's it. Or rather, more premiums than claims paid out, and then it becomes like, what are you investing that money in? What are you allowed to invest in? Can you do it through like exotics, like Goldman Sachs did after Sarbanes-Oxley? They created CDs sold to people at like 3.5% a year, and you would invest in that, and it was basically the block and proprietary banks doing trading, investment banks. They bifurcated that through that product. Circumvented. I say bifurcate. They split it and like, this is something else. I'm like, no, it's not. It's the same thing. It's a different way of getting money from people. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be tough. You gotta be strong. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be tough. Hold it together. All I know is I know love is safe today. Yeah, yeah. What do you think we are in this cycle? You know? It doesn't... Like, I think cat is worth half its price. But are we going to have another push into midterms? You feel like you would, but midterms seem like a foregone conclusion. Almost seems like shitting on the market into midterms would make sense, just because everyone has a bad taste in their mouth and they're like less enthused about like actually going to the voting booths, which would hurt Dems. I know that sounds crazy, but like a blame, it's like, well, the economy sucks. The Democrats can't possibly do any better. You know, I'm just not I'm not abstain from my constitutional rights and their obligations as part of the citizenry. I don't know. People like get a bad taste in their mouth, you know? A terrorist attack to garner what? To then have the right to react. I don't know. False flag. Boy, am I tired. Oh, it's Friday, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's Friday. IKBR's for like hedge fund accounts, for the secret questions, they like, what's the first stock you ever traded? And I thought, oh, I know, it was XOM, and I was trading lots of. XOM was in the 80s. Let's see where it is now. I don't know what the share count is, so forgive me. I can't imagine. Let's see. All right, so it's doubled. Let's go back to this chart should be inclusive of buybacks. Can I go all the way? Can I go by year real quick? Yeah, the 1 year chart. Thanks. That'll be easier. Let's find out where I was when I first started trading it. I made $5,000 in a day trading $250,000 lots of XOM in and out, and this is going to take me forever to get there. Let's see. We're almost there. That's where it was. Cool. It's really, really all about the dividend. They have a dividend, right? I don't know. Oh, yeah. I don't mind women defending the woman. Like, that's expected. It's expected. The issue is like, how do women, like, everything that women want is a chaotic like injection into order, because there's these exceptions. Women want exceptions for everything, which is a chaotic, nonsensical like element of like a decent society. You can't do that. You can't have exceptions for everything. Do you know what I mean? You can't say like, well, that's unfair because there's these people. There are 8 people and there's 9 billion people in the world. The 8 people, because they love that. It's weird. It's really weird. It's like numerical and the explicit oppression, which is the fat, retarded black girl seesaw example I gave earlier. It's like, I don't know what that is. Like, they constantly feel affected. It's like, goes back to like God punishing you for eating the fucking apple. He can have I can have the apple. It's like, dude, whoever wrote the Bible, dead on. God or man or, stories passed down that are not, whatever you want to believe, maybe it's just like, these are just stories. They're not like, it's not the Quran where it's like the word of God, but like, you know what I mean? It's there's like a mandate of like, this is the story of how the world was made, and women fucked it up. Women made it, really. This is the punishment. That's why women have pain in childbirth. If you're Mormon, no. If you're a Scientologist, you'll learn how black people were created. And it's interesting. It's interesting. Oh, I wonder when that story came into the Golden Bible. It was always in there. This is how black people. No, that's right. I'm confusing the Mormon Bible with Scientology, Dianetics. But like, the Dianetics thing is interesting. Like, when did that come in? The black people thing? Because it's like the 70s. Equal Rights Act is passed. Like, well, why is there this like racist trope about being like evil souls being repopulated back to Earth as like black people? Like, it's like, what? Oh man, how does Tom Cruise ever address that? It's like Vin Rames in Mission Impossible, and they're like, you're saying we need to have fingerprint identification. I need to have my ID verified to get into the CIA. That's racist, motherfucker. He's like, you're complaining a lot, Vin. We're trying to get those sequencing numbers. We're trying to get the minority alias cryptograph, and you're just being a fucking nig. Let me tell you a little story. You probably were like a really good Scientologist, and then you did something wrong, and now you've been reincarnated as this. A fucking nagging fucking nig. Sorry. ID verify is necessary, okay? That's how they protect their information. It's not racist. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm not sorry. No. You're sorry. Oh, my God. Oh, we've reached 37 minutes. That's kind of like my spot where I feel cozy because, I don't use kick like other people. I just kind of shoot my shot, and then if I was healthy, I could do like 2 hours. So let's create a fund for me, the Bubba Fett Fund, where people send me money to get Indian and Russian and Japanese pharmaceuticals so I can feel better and do longer shows. Have a great weekend. I love everybody. Stay. Don't take GLP-1s because they're probably really bad for you. Gut motility is a big deal. Just like use the power of self-control or volume eating to lose weight, like salads and shit that just fills you up, skinny popcorn, all that shit. Don't take a pill that says like self-control. Don't be like GLP-1s are for women who like have like when they lose self-control they blame other people. Just don't take that shit. I promise you, it's probably not good to slow things down there. Anyways, have a great one.